Greetings. Yeah, check out the community page. It's what it is. It's just what it is. Make a wish. Some things are ordained by the universe. Some aren't. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I put in the comments of the last video. See, Doris Cannon told us that you are the director, the writer, the screenplay writer, you're the casting agent, the producer, the director, you're everything of your own movie. You're the lead actor and stuntman, right? Paying off of all of our karma. It comes with certain manifestation abilities, and it's just what it is. I mean, staying emotionally balanced in this situation. I mean, come on, they did try to unalive the divine. Ouch. And that's what it is. I mean, the divine's always in charge. Yum. It's just what it is. It's what it says. It says yum. Anyway, I heard a reader say, this person thinks they're living out a fantasy of a movie. Well, that's just it. The spiritual warriors, based on the three fates, we have a tailor-made live, the higher self channel can explain that to you. However, reading the signs and the synchronicities with a divine setup through the creator consciousness, it's no different than pattern recognition from The Simpsons. That's what it is. It's using the same shit they do to predict the future. However, the energy is out of alignment. And I put in the comments of the last video, it feels like Mr. Glover is somewhere on an exploding toilet, while Mr. Gibson is off somewhere playing Passions of the Christ with John Wicks pushing up Daisy. It's just what it is. Gotta get in alignment somehow or another. However, that just shows you how I use the energy. Energy is everything. Energy is energy. So if you take the knowledge that you have and apply it to the frames of the flick, just like a tarot reading, it's no different. I'm going to do some research on John Edwards crossing. Y'all remember that show, Crossing Over with John Edwards? Whatever ability that he tapped into that mesmerized people back then, that's definitely something to focus on. Because you have the consciously unconscious INFJ with a very strange access to the astral realm. Right? You've got people talking about seeing the Earth Angel just popping up everywhere, and I see myself on my Jose Silva screen in different places. I just travel around. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? we're connected to the Most High. What can the Most High do? Probably baffle some people. When I hear a reader say that every time they hear the Earth Angel's name, it sends a shock through their system, the first thing I think is, there's not a public toilet you can go to where I'm from that you don't see Scott written on the TP holder, and most people's wives buy cheap tools from Lowe's. Let them pillow talk about that one, huh? Check out the community page. Starseed, you're on the right track. It's just what it is. However, you got to think that is a different timeline. That is their timeline. So by removing if you don't focus on it, it doesn't exist. It exists for those people, but that's their karma. That's what they've signed up for. Large groups of like-minded people create miracles. Okay, great. So now it's time, while they're coming together in their armies, we come together in our sleeveys. You've heard that joke before, right? You know where a baby keeps his armies? In his sleeveys. God, Goddess, all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters of the divine white light. I should be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. It's what it is. It's the ultimate what comes around goes around, guys. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. You've got the energy of an earth angel with God and the angels protecting every aspect of that individual's life, and you still have triggered demons banking karma. They're banking karma with interest. I can't do anything about that. Learn patience and forgiveness. That's what it is. Forgive myself for giving a shit about other people. That's what it is. That's what it basically boils down to. You have 5-star healing reviews and wanted to be a healer, but people living in the past that can't accept the truth, hiding things in the dark, are now getting what? Love's intent to help her heal the planet that's wiping them out. I can't do anything about that. It's called Those Left Behind for a reason. That's what it is. You've got people way more important than any of you worried about their secrets coming out, because the sun's just kind of in the middle of it, emitting energy that's fucking exposing everything. Okay, great. Where was how much energy was put into healing others, including themselves? That's the next level that we have to get over, is the fact that these people went up against divine energy that is going back on them. It's instant karma, right? Are people going to be jealous of that? Yes. Do they have a connection? No. Cool. Then they're jealous of your connection. That's what it is. And that's my question. Where are those with the connection to the Most High that's in all of the divine tarot readers' readings? It's just what it is. Not the greedy ones looking to make $1 off the Earth Angel that are now getting karma because it was a karma Earth Angel. I can't do anything about that. They don't want to be a part of the blessings. They want to rob the divine. These devil demonic energies don't rob an empty house. They only think about themselves. What is the contrast in that? I'm only give a shit about 5-star reviews, and that requires you a little bit of patience, because you got to have faith. Oh, I heard he didn't make it. Sad. Anyway, cards in the upright. No, cool. We'll flip them around. What is the power on this situation? Where is the light coming from? The Masters. What it is. Thank you, Mikao Yasui. I hear Pisces ancestors, the Ascended Masters, are defending their legacies. Cool, that's Madame Takata, Mikao Yasui, Dolores Cannon. I can't do anything about that. Let the ancestors handle it. Step back, let Spirit do what Spirit does. Well, I know if I'm getting angelic knocks things on the wall that line up with numbers and bugs and shit, then you know these people got to be going through it. Especially with women cooking dogs in Texas. We got to let that shit go. It's just what it is. However, if you want reference of what these people are going through, you've got one of two options. The police, the cops, the PD, the fuzz, the fucking enforcement officials, the public servants in Ohio that dealt with INFJ Pocahontas, right? Their police body cam is fictitious bullshit used in a court of law. Okay, that's one aspect. Or that's what you got to look forward to with that djinn that they fucking summoned. That's what it is. That's the effect it'll have on people. That's what it is. I can't have a 5-star client send me a picture of a daughter that had the exact same symptoms of what INFJ Pocahontas went through in August of 2022 when I was going through the same shit, and it was all in the tarot collective of them using djinn on the tarot readers. Why do you think I learned psychic and spiritual protection? Anyway, protected by the Most High. Cool, that's Reiki. That's Reiki. And that's QHHT. How did Pisces strengthen it? Well, I already told you. Transcending consciousness with the Buddha, and then every time I do a QHHT session, when I call in the higher self, I call it in for me too. Master's in the upright, and intuition is as well. Power is in your intuition, and it will be leading to, you got a friend in me. That's what it is. 5-star reviews are what it's all about. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything, but they wanted to stop your healing. Okay, great, let them, and then tell them, hey, you know what? They just didn't want you to heal. They didn't want you to heal. 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. They didn't want no stars. They did not want you to heal. They wanted you unalived. They did. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves, and they didn't care who they hurt or took with them. So, cool, we got to let that shit go. Just got to let that shit go. Karma on the situation. How are we going to distance the karma? Yeah, lies. So a lot of lies coming out. Okay, great. Separate yourself from that. Shut the door. Shut the front door. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. They are bent over a barrel so bad that you just have to forgive them and let them go. I can't do... That's going to be the truth that comes out. There was a platform with an intuitive that has the earth angel aspects of the birth chart. The Leo rising to Saturn. It has wings. The temperance angel in Neptune that rules Pisces sun. Okay, great. It's the fucking universe's sweetheart with the Gemini moon lovers card. All right, they want to poke the bear. What fuck? Hey, check it out. All of your lives are in danger, and I need you to hold your mental, physical, and spiritual strength. That's what it is. I get off on the shit. So that's what it is. Look at that. Women that can teach you anything about lies and karma. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Let Madame Takata handle it. That's what it is. All that energy is what comes around, goes around. That's what it is. Right? And you got to keep in mind, they look at karma like they have stayed out too late. Yeah, you were supposed to be home at midnight. You missed curfew. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Let's just run away from home. And with starseeds are, I want to go home. We can't wait to ascend and go home. And then you got these other people running away from home. What have they manifested? Yeah, look at that. That's what it is. Spiritual wealth. That's what it is. People were only worried about cash, and they wanted to win at all costs. Okay, great. What did it cost them? The environment? That's what it is. Got to forgive them and let them go. Can't do anything. Yep, look at that. We don't even have to remove that negative energy. Especially not with when a reader tells you that they went up against an earth angel and now God is bringing the storms. What does that mean? And does he name them after people the earth angel knows? That's what it is. Energy exchange. What comes around goes around. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. When you hear a reader say, Pisces, God will show you who you can trust. And then you get natural disasters on holidays named after people from the past. Now, how do you think God shows you who you can trust? And don't trust these people that are natural disasters I named for you or gave you the signs, the synchronicities, and the pattern recognition to match the energy to the event. Emotions on the situation. Oh, yeah, people are mad. People are fighting. That's what it is. However, go to the community page, right? I'm taking my focus off of all that, right? They're going to do everything they can possible to drag God into it. Okay, cool. No. There's a separation of churches today. That's what it is. You figure it out on your own. That's what it is. When you've got a reader saying God's not playing with these people, they need to walk away while they still have legs, does that have anything to do with the people around me losing arms and legs? I hear they tried to stop a divine union. It's just what it is. That would be a union with an ascension into the crown. If they tried to stop that, cool. That's the epitome of touch not my anointed, harm not my prophets. Whatever belief system you want to look at on an energetic nature, those words fit perfectly. Look at that. Prayers have been answered. It's just what it is. Right? Patience is needed? I would assume so. It's what it is. I can't do anything about women being possessed by jinn. They shouldn't have summoned it. You've got readers in the UK talking about how this ancient entity is going to do everything possible it can to go up against the divine. Why? Jealousy and envy. They've been blocked from the gates. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Harmony and balance on the situation. Health. Focusing on our health. I hear there's a healer that has overcome the impossible. Okay, great. Where is that healer? I want to know what they did. I want to know what that healer did to overcome unalive magic, bone regeneration. It's just what it is. I want to know what they did. I want to know how every time they go to a dupter, the dupter says, you'll never recover from this, and then they amazingly recover. I want to know, where are those healers? By all means, be proud of that shit. Let me know in the comments. Chances are, if there's no one in the comments that is claiming, that is staking that claim with receipts, you're fucking looking at him. Health is in the upright, and yes, they attune to the wrong thing. It's just what it is. They attune to being out of harmony and balance. They didn't focus on health. They focused on death, destruction, and greed. Tell them, Daisy. She knows. You're not going to eat that in front of me, Di. You're going to give me a piece of that.
Yeah, I got it.
That's what it is. Families are upside down over the situation. We can't do anything about that. That's what it is. If they wanted your family destroyed, they destroyed their own. Right? And karmic family members trying to stop their truths from coming out. Cool. That's what it is. Exposing one exposes the whole. It's a domino effect of what comes around goes around. Okay, great. So we made the change and did paranormal INFJ shit that no one does and came into connection with the divine. Okay, great. Now we're sitting back. The divine union, they did everything to stop. It's done. It's done. Just growing stronger every day. Right. I just had a moment where I got in my feelings. Like if I give up any more, Alan Watts said, you come across a great master, a great guru, a great teacher. So they're always going to hold on to a vice. They have girlfriends. They smoke cigarettes. Right? They keep one vice because it's the only thing that keeps them grounded. They blast off into pure nirvana if they don't have something negative holding them here. Got no reason to be here. You bring Alan Watts up to somebody that's going through the week. Oh, Alan Watts was an alcoholic. Fuck yeah! And look how much better his life was than yours. So he died from complications of alcohol. Okay, great. But you to hear someone judge that individual that doesn't even have a quarter of the life that he did. Think about that. They focus on the one negative thing they can say about a teacher that was way better than their entire family. Ego. It's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Right? It comes with the territory. It's what it is. What is my issue in all of this? You have been raised, especially in America, by what did they tell you? Teachers that can't do teach. Well, then that means you've been learning from a bunch of duelist fucks. Come on now. It's fucking dark arts. That's what it is. They set you up for failure. Right? When I hear a reader say that it takes just as much energy to work against the system designed to make you fail as it does to work with the system designed to make you fail. Either way, you're dealing in a system designed to make you fail. Cool. What comes around goes around. You transmute that up to divine intervention and divine justice, and then everyone in control of that system designed to make them fail, what comes around goes around. They will fail. Thank you for that, Spirit. Oh, yeah, masculine's upside down. The devil cannot create. These masculine energies are not in touch with feminine energy, and all they know is death, destruction, and dismemberment. Can't do anything about that. What comes around goes around. I would say that their systems designed for death, destruction, and dismemberment is going to bring them death, destruction, and dismemberment. Love always wins. That's what it is. What is supporting this entire situation? Upside down women. Your gold diggers, your clout chasers, those who chose money over love. Now have you what? In a hell of a black magic witchy situation. What is over top of it all? No worries. Spirit ain't worried about this. That's what it is. You shouldn't be either. That's what it is. So, everybody thank God it's Friday. Thank God 'tis Friday. That's what it is. Like the videos, share, do whatever you do. That's what it is. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for, it's what it is. We have to sit back and keep transmuting this energy. And that's what you got to keep in mind is the energy in the collective now is because they knew that they couldn't win. They just wanted to see how far they could go. Well, since we know we can't win, and we've already been attacking and applying pressure, let's just attack and apply more pressure and make it worse for ourselves and everyone else. They don't care who they hurt. That's what it is. And the universe loves them unconditionally. It gives them exactly what they wanted. They manifested it. Namaste.